Sawadee, thank you for joining us in Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT, Radio Thailand FM 88, and on NBT World. It's Tuesday, June 30th, and you're with me, Sandrahan Utsaha. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story for you, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha arrived in Chiang Mai on Monday evening ahead of the off-site meeting of the Cabinet of Ministers. The water shortage situation will be the primary meeting agenda. After arriving in Chiang Mai, General Prayut traveled to Phra Thát Doi Suthep Temple on the province's famed Doi Suthep mountain, after which he traveled to the Provincial City Hall to inspect the Community Market Project. The Community Market Project is among the government's policies to reduce social disparity and improve people's access to public services. The project is aimed at creating opportunities, careers, and income for people, as well as providing assistance to farmers and producers of OTOP products. The latter aim was being achieved by providing permanent, accessible selling space for farm produce and OTOP products. 32 such community markets are being hosted in Chiang Mai province. The biggest market, held twice each month, is the one at Chiang Mai City Hall. The accumulated sale value at this market has reached 6.8 million baht so far. General Prayut and cabinet ministers will meet at Chiang Mai International Exhibition and Convention Center later today, after which the cabinet ministers will head to Phrom Phairam district in Phitsanulok to follow up on water management and rice production there. The government is urging business operators in the country to tighten safety measures following the explosion at a water park in Taiwan. At least 510 people were injured after flammable powder apparently exploded at a recreational water park in Taiwan. 8 of the injured were reported to be in critical condition. Park workers and technicians may face charges of professional negligence, causing serious injuries and endangering the public following the incident. The Prime Minister's office in Thailand is also urging the National Police and Safety Inspection Units to step up measures to ensure the security of tourists and local visitors in public areas and department stores. The office further elaborated that any organizers looking to create adventure events are urged to research safety methods and inspect their equipment in order to prevent mishaps from taking place. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has expressed concerns over the southern smog caused by the eruption of a volcano in Indonesia. The air quality in the region is being closely watched. Head of the PR Center of the Internal Security Operations Commander ISOC Region 4, Colonel Pramod Prom-in, said Prime Minister Prayut had been acknowledged of the smog situation at the southern region. The Prime Minister instructed relevant units to keep a close watch on it and monitor the air quality continuously, said the official. The ISOC Region 4 has instructed the local military units to work with other agencies in preventing smog in the Phut Hodang Forest in Narathiwat Province. They will create awareness against forest burning and encourage the local people to take part with the government in preserving the forests. Minister of Agriculture and Cooperatives Pitipong Phungbunna Ayutthaya has instructed the Royal Irrigation Department and the Department of Agricultural Extension to urgently develop a water management plan following severe drought.
Meanwhile, Deputy Permanent Secretary for Agriculture and Cooperatives Sompong Intong and Director General of the Department of Royal Rainmaking and Agriculture Aviation Borawut Kantiyanun flew in an airplane to check the weather above the large reservoir in Nakhon Ratchasima before artificial rains are conducted in the province. It has been forecast that the rain will come in the third week of July and will continue to fall for 100 days. The department had asked all royal rainmaking centers nationwide to urgently conduct the rains to help increase water in many reservoirs.
The National Reform Council, or NRC, in its plenary session passed a reform plan aimed at ensuring stability in Thai communities. The reform body will soon seek approval from the cabinet. The NRC meeting, chaired by President Thien Chai Kiranan, gave a nod to a proposed plan to improve occupations in Thai communities. The reform plan was proposed by the Reform Committee in charge of society, community, children, youths, women, elderly, the disabled, and the underprivileged. The plan was passed after a vote of 174 in favor, 4 against, and 16 abstentions. The meeting also asked the committee to revise some of the content in the plan, as suggested, before seeking a cabinet approval. The Community Occupation Reform Plan is hoped to foster and promote lawful professions, as well as encourage community members to support themselves without having to depend on others. If successful, Thai communities and economy will be strong and sustainable, according to the committee. The Fiscal Policy Office has assured the public that the Greek debt crisis will not have a major impact on the Thai economy. Greece recently decided to shut banks and restrict cash withdrawals after the European Central Bank resolved not to extend emergency funding. A deadline looms when Greece is due to pay back 1.6 billion euros to the International Monetary Fund. Share prices in Europe and Asia slumped as analysts monitored the impact on markets across the world. The Fiscal Policy Office said the debt crisis will only affect the transfer of foreign capital, as the burden of Greek debt is being shouldered by other countries in Europe. The office added that any impact on the local economy is expected to be brief. While the government is currently imposing strict measures on the suppression of illicit narcotic drug trade in the country, the Office of Narcotics Control Board revealed that Thailand is actually a transit destination of drugs smuggled from neighboring countries. Kun Suchani Rungmanpon has the details for us.
The situation of the illicit drugs in Thailand are still a major concern, even though large-scale illegal shipments are often seized by authorities. According to the Office of the Narcotics Control Board, Thailand is the frequent destination of shipments from neighboring countries.
From October up to May this year, we seized 32 million tablets, but this number is less than last year, comparing the same period. That last year we seized about 50 million tablets. The smuggling of illicit drug coming along the borders, and we focus on the border, the management also. We cooperate with the agency concerned that works in the border in Thai territory. But for outside our territory, we cooperate with our neighboring countries, that we cooperate very well with Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia.
Illicit drugs are mostly seized at the border crossings, especially in the north, where smuggling accounts for around 61% of all cases, with the northeast at 25% and 13% in the central part of Thailand. Most cases occur in Chiang Rai and Chiang Mai, two provinces located close to the manufacturing bases in Myanmar including the Sangkhlaburi district of Kanchanaburi, where drug smuggling cases are prevalent. Meanwhile, drug precursors and related chemicals used in drugs are also sent to Thailand before being forwarded to production sites in other countries.
And at the moment, the government is in the process of amending the narcotics control law that we look into all drug control law that we have, the existing drug control law that we have, and we amend those laws, and also will compile those laws like a criminal code.
While the strict control of drugs may be the ultimate solution, the role of social institutions here is equally important to address the causes of this debilitating social issue. Sushani Rungmanporn, NBT World.
Thank you to Sushani for that report. And in other news, the Director General of the Government Public Relations Department is urging all agencies to promote virtues and ethics in Thailand by correctly implementing the principles of sufficiency economy. Public Relations Department Director General Aphinan Jantarangsi made the call during a meeting to drive the Thailand Campaign Project hosted by the Director of the Crown Property Bureau, Jirayu Isarangul Ayutthaya. In his capacity as the chairperson of the Thailand Campaign Project's Subcommittee on Public Relations, the PRD Director General urged representatives from participating agencies at the meeting that all sectors should partake in the dissemination of His Majesty the King's sufficiency economy philosophy. He indicated that awareness should be raised over the importance of applying the philosophy in daily life, and that people should be made aware of the means to easily and correctly apply the philosophy. The PRD Director General added that such awareness would lead to a positive attitude and a better regard for ethics. New high heels for women are more health beneficial than ever before with a built-in massage capability. And not surprisingly, there is great demand for them. Kun Banotsi Sinsap has the report.
Entering an era where Thai people are more concerned about their own health and the health of the environment has resulted in products requiring not only good looks but also being environmentally friendly and, if possible, featuring health benefits. Ms. Konkanok Sawang Rom Chok, owner of Chuburi, has successfully marketed her health benefit shoes, which have also received numerous awards. Her success derived from her ambition as a shoemaker to make herself a practical but attractive shoe while she had leg injuries.
I got a lot of pain when I walk, a lot of pain on my foot, and I cannot wear another shoes. So it made me think that why I won't design my own shoe that can help this problem. So I think out of the sofa shoes, the shoe that have the design of sofa, but sofa for your feet, and at the same time it can massage your feet. We mix the Thai reflexology into the shoes that when you walk, it can massage your feet and also can help absorb the pressure. Yes.
The shoe worked for her, so she thought that the idea would be beneficial to others too.
I know that the shoe with comfort or with health benefit is in the demand of the customer. So after that, I design another range of products that have the health benefit. Yeah.
Before it reached this point, Ms. Konkanok said that she has received help and advice from the Department of Industrial Promotion or DIP, sending experts to help in applying Thai reflexology to her shoes and helping her develop the product. Through her health benefit shoes, DIP saw the need for more health benefit products.
We are approaching the aging society, right? For the aging society, the health product will have a high demand. It should have some very rapid growth in the health too. especially in Thailand. For the last 2 years, the growth rate in the Asian country about the shoe is growing about the 15%. We see some potential for the health shoe in Asia also.
This combination of clever design, comfort, and practical benefit to legs and feet is an ingenious example of value adding in the robust market of making, selling, and exporting an essential Thai products, shoes. For NBG World, I'm Bernard Season-Sap.
Thank you to Kumpuna for the report, and that is the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. It's time for a quick break, but here's a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices first.
Maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 11th core value: keeping physical and mental strength, unyielding to evil powers or desires, having a sense of shame over guilt and sins in accordance with religious principles.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Huh? Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough! We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
Physical connectivity, institutional connectivity, and people-to-people connectivity. The power to turn this region into a strong community. Witness the interconnectivity between the 10 Southeast Asian countries in ASEAN Connect via these channels.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The National Science Museum is counting down to hosting a science project contest among youths from ASEAN countries and the Thai-Chinese Science Camp. According to Minister of Science and Technology, Piche Durongkawerod, the two large-scale events organized by the National Science Museum, which will both take place in July, are aimed at heightening youth's awareness in the field of science. The first ASEAN Student Science Project competition will take place from July 5th to 11th. The contest will be subdivided into several categories, such as physical science, biological science, applied science, and innovations. 7 countries have so far accepted the invitation to the competition. Meanwhile, Sakhon Chanapaithoon, acting director of the National Science Museum, revealed that the Thai-Chinese Science Camp will take place from July 22nd to 26th. Elsewhere in the world, Egypt's public prosecutor was injured when a car bomb struck his convoy as it was leaving his home in Cairo on Monday, security and judicial sources said. Sources initially said a car bomber had rammed into the convoy, but later said it seemed the car bomb had been remotely detonated in a high-profile attack against the judiciary, which also injured 2 civilians and 2 policemen. Judges and other officials have increasingly been targeted by Islamist militants opposed to President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and angered by hefty prison sentences imposed on members of the now outlawed Muslim Brotherhood, including former President Mohamed Morsi, who was sentenced to death earlier this month. Public prosecutor Hisham Barakat was targeted just after he left his home in the neighborhood of Heliopolis for his office. A health ministry spokesman said Barakat had suffered a dislocated shoulder and a deep cut and may have fractured his nose. He was in stable condition and was currently in a recovery room after surgery. Tens of thousands of Greeks rallied on Monday behind a no vote in a referendum called for July 5th on the terms of an aid deal offered by Greece's international creditors, a result that risks pushing Athens out of Europe's currency union. With Greece set to default on a €1.6 million loan repayment to the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, on Tuesday, June 30th, more than 20,000 defiant supporters of Alexis Tsipras's left-wing government packed the main avenue in front of Parliament, rallying behind his call to reject the package and more austerity. Greece's European partners have warned this could see the country slide from the 19-nation Eurozone, with unforeseeable consequences for Athens and for Europe's grand project to bind its nations into an unbreakable union by means of a common currency. Tsipras is telling Greeks a no vote does not necessarily mean a euro exit, but economists and Greece's European partners said he is understating the danger. That's all we have for you in this edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, then do feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook by simply typing in NNT, and you can also check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. We're going to say goodbye to you today with some footage of Australian National Parks staff and water police freeing a migrating humpback whale from a fishing trap near Sydney Heads. I'm Sandra Hanut Sahat for Newsline. Have a wonderful day. Swadee ka.